What's going on, folks? It's your boy Lucas with the Big Go Pack Go channel here. We like to talk about the Packers, but I do owe y'all a little bit of a recap, thoughts, analysis, opinion, predictions on players in the draft. As far laid back as it is, trust me, we won't catch up on all these. As far as right now, though, we're going to talk about the AFC South. If you haven't already seen the AFC West or North or any of the NFC, you can go watch those videos back. They're probably somewhere listed on one below or something like that. Go give those a watch after this one. But let's start off with the Texans, because holy cow did they throw a curveball, and when they picked Derek Stingley, and we knew Derek Stingley was going to be a high draft pick, but truthfully, I was fooled that the first corner was going to be Ahmad Gardner. Yeah, it wasn't exactly the case. Derek Stingley came off right before him. Excuse me. But then they turn around and pick up an offensive lineman, give the quarterback that they say is going to be their franchise quarterback some protection, which is a great idea. Turn around to pick up Jalen Petrie, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my lord. He's a baller. He's a baller. Another defensive back, track star out of Baylor. But he's good. And then they actually surprisingly took John Mechie of all receivers in the second round, which John Mechie is good. And honestly, had it been for that injury, Bama wins the national championship, because either him or Jameson Williams on the field, and Georgia's not doing much. Tell me I'm wrong. Then they stole Christian Harris in the third round, like starting caliber linebacker, at least on that roster. And the playing time is definitely going to let him develop into something really good, because he's already really good. Blitzing middle linebacker, that would put it really. And then what's looking like the steal of their draft entirely is that Dameon Pierce, that running back out of Florida. Boy, was a bruiser coming out. We all knew that he was going to be good. People were shocked that he wasn't seen as higher draft pick in total. But, good players fall, and Dameon Pierce fell to them in that draft pick. So, shoot, they took full advantage of it. I'm sure they're loving it. Thomas Booker and Tegan Quintanero, Quitoriano? Sorry, Tegan Quintanero. I don't know why I think that. But either way, Quitoriano, both playing both sides of the ball. Thomas Booker, defense tackle, and Tegan being tight end. Double T's and the T's. Stuff. Either way, depth and I don't know. Thomas Booker might be a good very good rotational player at best. I don't know about Tegan Quintanero. Then the last pick, Austin Ridiculous, offensive lineman out of LSU. Grabbing somebody with from a good school. At least he was playing with a good quarterback a couple of years ago. So, but reality really a year ago. But regardless, either way, yeah. I think the experience and everything else is going to give him a good opportunity to at least adapt to be a good depth. we'll see what he can do. This is 6 rounds, so you always going to depth that move. But as far as that goes, their first 4 or 5 picks, 6 picks are just absolute, could be absolute ballers. John Mechie being a wild card, Kenny Green being a wild card is, offensive line. You really got to wait about 2-3 years to really see what you got in those folks. John Mechie, if he comes back from that injury better than he's as good as he was pre-injury, then they've got themselves a really great player. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Moving on really to the Tennessee Titans. Trading away Adrian Brown, Treylon Burks. I mean, okay. But I am mad they still Treylon Burks from the Packers. I'm pretty positive they would have taken him if he was there. I wanted Treylon Burks. He was one of the players that I wanted for sure. Him, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams for some miracle dropped down to us. I would have been happy. But the receivers that fell to us turned out pretty nice. Either way, then they grabbed Roger McCreary, Nicholas Petit-Frere, Malik Willis, Solomon Haskins, which those 4 could really carve out a good role for themselves. Malik Willis, we see he's one of the top quarterbacks, and he fell all the way 3rd round. He was in the first one off the board. Couldn't pick it was, and that's insane to me. But we'll see how that goes. Nicholas Petit-Frere can start on the inside and the out. So great pick there. Roger McCreary, athletic as could be cornerback. Every team likes those. Solomon Haskins, another bruiser, kind of just spelling Derrick Henry. So it's not one bruiser, it's the other. Then you got Chigozie Okonkwo, a tight end out of Maryland. He's going to be more like a halfback, if I'm not mistaken, fullback. But he could really carve himself out of a role here if he can block well for Derrick Henry. If he improves their run blocking, then there is definitely a case for how much you're going to see. Chigozie Okonkwo. Remember that name. Then they got Kyle Phillips, another wide receiver that is actually pretty good. Only because he was a short dude, if I'm not mistaken. He was like 5'11", 5'10". 5'11", yeah, short dude. So, size kind of killed him. 5'11", sub 200. Speed really helps him. That's really what he's using there. Because, teams underrate that. Speed and hands. They want the size and the guys sometimes. And he might get wrecked by a good press corner, but, I mean, truthfully, I think he'll be alright if he can learn throughout this first half of the season. I think both of Treylon Burks are going to be great for the Titans. And then they got Theo Jackson, Chance Campbell in the 6th round, cornerback and linebacker. Just have depth on the defense. They already grabbed the cornerback that should develop into to be one of their starters, if not at least a great slot, not at least like a good number 2 for a couple of years before they can find a good replacement. Yeah, the teams do that. That's how it goes really. But we'll see how this class plays out. Honestly, I think, in my opinion, those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of their picks, depending on how those first 7 really play out, because of how their potential ceiling, where they were seen, and I truly believe that it's riding on a few of those. So obviously, it always mainly rides on that first round pick, but when you got players of those name calibers, and especially Malik Willis being the quarterback you drafted, yeah, it's gonna extend a little bit here. Moving on, let's go to the Colts, who honestly stole a lot of players that I wanted the Packers to pick. I mean, the first four. Look, Alec Pierce is an amazing wide receiver. He's going to tear. No, he's not. I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not going to put it on him. I'm not going to make myself look like a fool by predicting something like that. But I do think that he will develop to be something really good. Because I mean, he made Desmond Ridder look good. Mark it. Then they got a huge mountain of man at tight end, which is holy cow. Then another mountainous man, 6'7", 6'8" man, Bernhard Raimann, offensive tackle out of Central Michigan. So their potential left tackle in the future, starting tight end, starting wide receiver, and then Nick Cross, coming out of Maryland, just an absolute athlete and physical freak at safety who's got range for days. And holy cow, that man is gonna be great for the Colts defense. Then they took Eric Johnson, 5th round, defensive tackle with depth on long defensive tackle. They got a good defensive line. I mean, any line that has Eric Armstead and I'm trying to think on that guy. Grover Stewart, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, is the guy I think of. He's been improving consistently. No, they got some ballers on the defensive line and then linebackers that are adding on to that depth to that front 7 in total. Because they also took another defensive tackle, Curtis Brooks, in the 6th round. So I mean, they got that. They also took a tight end, another tight end, named Derogatory. I think he'll be more of a special teams player, if anything. And then Rodney Thomas, another defensive back from Yale. Special teams, if not, probably. Special teams, if not, practice squad. There we go. That's the wording I was looking for. But those first 4 are, I believe, that they're going to be what pushes this class to be seen as fantastic, or a good class for them. Because I mean, you also got 4 other picks. We'll see. But they are that late in the round, so they are the we'll see type picks. So then, last but not least, you got the Jaguars. And their first round was pretty dang nice. I'm not gonna lie. Trayvon Walker, defensive end, outside linebacker, edge rusher, really out of Georgia, and then Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah. I mean, man, look. And then they added more depth than Chad Luma at linebacker. I think they got great linebackers to develop early. Another edge rusher to add on to next to Josh Allen should just not be allowed, but y'all saw how Saxonville was. Luke Fortner, center out of Kentucky. I mean, they just grabbed protection and help for Trevor Lawrence, which is what they need. Hold on. Oof. Sneeze. Save that one. Alright, then they got Snoop Connor, another running back out of Ole Miss. Fourth running back for them. They already got James Conner and Travis Etienne, so I don't see them really needing another one. But for depth purposes, Snoop Connor could actually be somebody really good for them, especially if he can contribute into special teams. And then they got Gregory Jr. and Tarek Brown's defensive backs in the 6th and 7th round. Just more depth there. I don't know if there'll be anything that special. I don't see but special teams definitely is going to be something that they got to make their name in. But who knows? Really, their first 4 picks are going to be what this draft class rides on. Maybe Snoop Connor can kind of dig him out of it if he shows up. And special teams is a great special teams player. Good number 3 if one of the top 2 goes down. Either way, the Jaguars definitely need one of these these classes to start hitting hard, so they can really kill the stereotype of the AFC South. Because it's usually been the Texans and the Titans and the Colts. You had a couple, 1 or 2 years here and there where the Jaguars were okay, but it'd be nice to have a change of pace and have a competitive AFC South rather than, counting one of them, which in this case, I don't see anybody really dethroning the Titans, but the Colts could be close with those first 4 picks if they be first day 1 starters, not like developing to start full-time franchise players. Texans actually did enough to really bring themselves close as well. They got massive amounts of talent. So, it's between 3 teams, it'd be nice, but, there's 4 teams in the division, so I don't want somebody to be the punch bag. Come on. Let's leave that to the Atlanta Falcons. Either way, that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that draft classes, and if you could like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'd highly appreciate y'all, because I'm gonna get back into the role of these things for sure. I'm gonna see a whole heck of a lot more of me than what you have been seeing. I can't guarantee 100%, but I can guarantee more than what it has been for sure. But I appreciate y'all sticking with me. We'll see you on the next one. And before we go, y'all, go Pack, go!